There we go, and we'll just tuck these little seedlings safely into some nice raised beds out in our gardens and hopefully accomplish today's task to earn even more wonderful coins to welcome in, hopefully, even more rare plants to our beautiful shop. Oh, I keep thinking about how we started to put a lot of plants into our home, and then we kind of ended up running out of space, and also we want to leave enough space for being able to share our home with our family. But I think that's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that we don't have to just, maybe that's part of it too, my friends. Maybe that's another lesson that we can actually take away from our beautiful adventures here in Urban Jungle, that we don't have to just think about home as our only home, because we also can expand our sense of the world to more places. Just like I was telling you many days ago about how one of the things that has given me the most strength is being able to find that sense of peace with any bird or flower I find throughout the world, just to be able to step outside of my mind for a moment and think, oh, that's just so beautiful, and how it makes me smile with delight and joy. Maybe one of the last lessons that Urban Jungle can leave with us is that thought about how home doesn't have to just be the place that we sleep and just be the place that we keep our family and all of our journals. It can also be other places that become a home for us, like this one here, as we continue to add in some plants to what may be the final chapter of our adventures here in Urban Jungle, and hopefully we can find some rare ones. I was actually thinking, what would we want to put in? Like, what would count as something? Ooh, look at the fiscus and the African violet. That's lots of leaves. I'm willing to add those guys in for sure. This guy loves cactuses and hates fiscus, so I think I have some cactuses I've been sprinkling somewhere. And the fiscus, well, it loves the snake plants, the Z plants, and it also loves the pothos, but it does not like whatsoever the Chinese dragons or the cactuses. So these two really want to have like their own zones. All right, we'll take care of both of them in just a moment here. And we'll look at this. Our greenhouse. Do you think we'd feel less lonely? And do you think we'd feel more open if we had more than one physical place we thought of as a home? Because I wonder, with everyone talking about the concept of third spaces, which is a lot simpler and yet more nuanced in my opinion than it has become, I wonder if one of the secrets is that we love what we take care of. We love what we care for. I know that one of the calmest mental times I ever have is when my beloved husband Chips and I, thanks to his idea, go around and we clean up litter around our apartment complex even, or just our local park. And our apartment complex, people are really good at taking care of everything here. And now that I think about it, as a result, I think that makes me feel more at home. And I think that's one of the things missing from the conversation about third places, which I'm sure many of you have heard of. And again, I have a lot of thoughts, and there's a lot more nuance to that than you might think of just from what you've heard, in my opinion. But I think one of the things I haven't seen is the idea of having somewhere that we share responsibility, not just the space, but the responsibility of caring for. And I wonder if that's one of the reasons that I love the local park when my husband and I clean up the litter. And one of the reasons that I feel like, oh yes, even though this isn't our home where we sleep and eat and raise apparently our stepdaughter and share life with our I think husband, but also home is a place that we care for. And I guess, oh, there's the answer I've been seeking. That's one of the reasons that I have found more and more peace in my life as I've gotten a little bit older and time has gone on. Because to feel at home within yourself is to learn the ever-evolving, organic art of caring for yourself. And as we care for ourselves, we'll feel more at home within ourselves. Ah, there it was. There it was. And so we can carry home with us everywhere. And when it's a little hard to clean up what's inside and tidy up the house that's inside, I suppose, then externalizing that by caring for the environments around us and being aware of them is powerful and even creates space that might be shared with others. So, when we're building this plant shop, we're also creating a place where people might take a bit of the home here we've made, the care that we've invested here, and bring it into their own lives to carry that out and carry it on. Seeds that can leave here to hopefully provide some of that sense of care and home to them and spread. That is what I have been looking for. The big thing that Seri, of course, has been drastically overthinking but not able to stop thinking about. That makes so much more sense now. Oh, I feel like I finally wiggled out one of my questions to myself, and I'm very happy about that. So let's make sure that our plants are very happy. And I think I have finally managed to get the answers I was seeking. And so we can settle in, we can come down here and find a cute little pot. Oh, I love this one, for our wonderful little fiscus friend to be in. And we can find where some cactuses might be some good accompaniment to our, let's see, because we've got water and light outside. I think our African violets will be so happy if they can be with these cactuses. So we're gonna let's move you over the little seedling tray. There we go. We're gonna start piling up. Let's see, cactuses, you don't want too much water, but you want some friends, right? So I'm gonna move this guy over maybe here. And then we can get some African violets down here. And we'll make sure they're in cute little pots. And we'll see if we can get them some cactus friends close by. And also the donkey tail succulent. I am such a sucker for that. Oh, look, and we have another desert rose. Excellent. The desert roses are always really happy hanging out with a bunch of these guys too. And I just love them because we had such a fun time with the desert roses being like one of the main things we sold at the fair. See, and then you start creating memories and just smiling from ear to ear. And the next thing you know, you're selling donkey tails and joy. Yes, a new plant, the palm tree. Wonderful. And then we'll also go for, let's go for the Chinese evergreen. I want to make sure that we can, oh, that's such a beautiful new palm tree. You're glorious, my friend. Of course I want to give you like a star of the show sort of location. Wow. Because this is one where I feel like people might come in and at least if I saw it, I would be like, yes, please let me take you home. I have no idea where I'll put you. That's what happens every time we go in. And we're looking at plants at the plant store. Sometimes I get so excited and I'm like, I want to take it home. I have no idea where I could put it, but I want to take it home. Let's see, we've got our Chinese evergreen. Let's get you in a really cute little pot, maybe down here. And then let's see, who else? Oh, actually, since we have come up on so many of our wonderful adventures, let's actually see if we've actually traveled through life. We found this like boom, eureka sense that I now have within taking care of ourselves and learning the complex, multifaceted, kaleidoscope, push and pull, creative art of doing that, the lifelong art of doing that. The times where you have to push against parts where you're like, I really don't want to do that. And the times where you have to listen to that voice and say, oh, then I don't have to. Or, oh, I should do it this way. The times when you have to be honest with yourself and the times where you have to be gentle. The time where you have to question what defines your honesty. All of that complicated stuff that points out that I had my morning coffee and my philosopher husband is sleeping. So I can't yammer at him about these things. Let's put all that happily in our journal to the side. Oh, Oh, and we haven't even found a single begonia yet. And there's one Chinese money tree and one Chinese evergreen still missing. One coleus still missing, but we have got all the elephant ears, the fiscus, the lilies, the money trees. We're missing an orchid, a palm, ooh, 2 philodendrons, 1 poinsettia, 2 prayer plants, 2 snake plants, 3 succulents, I think, that we still need to find. So there is still more to come. All right, let's see if we can hopefully sneak out some of the plants that we have not yet managed to entice into our waiting arms. Let's grab these 2. There's the new poinsettia, yes! All right, we managed to grab that one, and there is a Chinese evergreen actually ready to go too. What a beautiful poinsettia! Wow! Yeah, that's definitely going to like attract some attention for everybody. And then I think I can actually put it next to this Chinese evergreen so they can be really happy. And this elephant ear really loves prayer plants, but it needs light and not humidity. I think, isn't this a prayer plant? Yes, it is. Needs light and humidity. And I can put you in there. And then light, but not humidity. Let's see. How big is the humidity over here? So where does the humidity stop? Over here? Wow. It looks like the humidity actually spreads really far there. Okay, then can I get you? Because I need this guy not to, okay, so he doesn't want humidity, he does want light. My little elephant ear pile is really struggling with being near it, the friends that it wants. And then meanwhile, the Chinese money plants have a different desire. Look, there's the new orchid. Oh, thank goodness. I was really wondering if we would be able to snag those. That makes me very happy. And we've also got a snake plant who would actually be very happy with the succulents or the fiscus and everybody else we've been working on. We have a cute little pile right back here along the back wall. Oh, I absolutely think we will be, for sure, returning to our adventures here and definitely working on going ahead and covering our little plant store in some of those just chatty things that we do sometimes. I think that would work out very well for us. And let's see, let's go for another palm, maybe? I feel like I don't have a lot of palms. This one's kind of a big one, but if it loves the cactuses and fiscuses, I think I can put it kind of like out here. I kind of love the idea of it just hanging out. Like, and oh, we can probably get a friend for cactuses, like a large cactus as well out here at some point. So let's get it in a pot I really like. Surprise, surprise, it's the green one. And then let's get the, let's see, cactuses and Chinese evergreens are the spider plant's best friend. And what do you need down here, little friend? Oh, this is the other like cool rare species of spider plant that I got really excited about. So you should have some light there. See? There you go. All right, and we'll get this spider plant out here. It looks pretty good in the corner, but I want to make sure that like everybody is seen and can hopefully find a happy home. All right, I'm really in love with these Chinese money plants right now too. And our African violets, we've also got basil, which really loves the Chinese evergreens. I think I have a spot I can put that basil, but let's go for, are we close to, we're almost close to finishing the chapter, and I just want to make sure we keep an eye on that. So let's grab this beautiful philodendron and let's go for this fiscus. Oh, it's such a cute philodendron. It needs light and humidity. It loves palms. It loves the pothos. Let's see. So it actually would be pretty happy over here as long as it's not next to a Chinese evergreen. And I could have sworn that the pothos was happy there too, but we'll find out. All right. Meanwhile, our fiscus has some friends that I think it would be happy with over here. Sure enough. And there's another pothos. Ooh, and look at this pretty succulent. Wow. And another one of the cute, tiny little money trees. I guess I'm kind of into those money trees at the moment and just making sure they all have a happy little home. There's a cute cactus. Here's one of the philodendrons. Oh, I love it. I haven't actually just like piled in the plants like this before, so this is actually really nice. We've just got a giant pile of them. And then I hope we can get like a ton, just super content and happy. So this guy doesn't actually need light. I'm gonna put the pothos down there to kind of like start covering the ground a little and just making it look nice. Let's see, this guy loves the pothos. Would you be happy here? You need some light. So, and you'd make this guy happy. So yeah, that would make this monstera happy. And then this philodendron, you should be very happy there too, friend. All right, then we have a little cactus that doesn't need the humidity, does need the light, and makes everybody happier over here. I mean, I'd be happy if I saw those cute little ears just staring at me. All right, and then we'll organize some of these guys to make more room for another beautiful desert rose. I love the vibrant, adorable little plant pots. I feel like that's half the hard work of getting a plant pot, or getting a plant is getting a cute plant pot for it. All right, let's see. And our orchids are doing well. My orchids are currently thriving on neglect in real life as well, which is quite fun. There's one of the rare elephant ears. Yes. And here is the lilies. They really love African violets, Chinese evergreens. I always feel like I struggle with the lilies. And then we have our snake plant, which you don't like monsteras or African violets. But I think you can be somewhat happy over here. And then this elephant ear needs to be reminded that there's plenty of light here. It actually like has a twin now. That's kind of adorable. And look at this big, beautiful elephant ear. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we've got tiny elephant ears down there. And then maybe I'll put a big one up here. It looks like one of those hen and chicks plants where you've got like the mom and the babies. That's adorable. Also, that seemed to give us a lot of new plants that we can snag. So let's go for this palm, this desert rose. Oh, what a cute little palm. And then you guys love prayer plants, cactuses, fiscus. I think I might put the little palm back here. And then can I get there's another elephant ear, very cute. Oh, there's one of those pretty philodendrons. Oh, ooh, and I don't think we've seen that snake plant for a while, so that makes me very happy. Oh, one of the new succulents, yes! We just had to carrying on having confidence that we would eventually find them. And then my orchids are so excited down at the front desk about the idea of having some new succulent friends. My adorable little money tree, hopefully will be very excited to be with the other money trees. And the philodendron that really loves the palms and the pothos should be very happy back here. And then the snake plant that really loves the Z plants and succulents and pothos and cactus. This is such a cool snake plant. I've got to put it down here so it can hang out like with the orchids and the succulents, because this is just, it looks amazing. If I saw that at the plant shop, it would be coming home with me for sure. Because I swear I've seen ones that kind of look like this before. I have no idea what type they are, but I'm really in love with them. All right, let's see. Let's get this orchid up here. And then I might need to move this guy up and over a little because my orchids miss my succulent. There we go. All right, this is gonna be fun. So I really, really, really want to just see how many plants we can get in here, because every time you finish a wonderful adventure, you are able to go ahead and calculate like how many plants you got in your shop. And I'm gonna really push for us to hopefully be able to get a humongous number in. And then maybe what we'll do is I will start thinking up just some of those casual things we can talk about now that I feel like I've unlocked the biggie, the big question that was tugging at me and making me feel so curious about what was it that I felt like Urban Jungle was really teaching me. It was on the tip of my tongue for so long, and I think it is about the idea of just carrying those seeds of home everywhere you go, because this does feel like that. This does feel like home is where we really invest a sense of care, and I guess that's why sometimes some people feel like home too. Oh wow, I guess there's more to learn, because that probably is why some people sometimes feel like home, because we care for them and we build up that sense of home with them as a result. That is beautiful. It makes me want to go hug my husband. Wow. All right, let's see. And also we'll try to come up with some of our fun things that we can chit chat about, and we'll just push this as far as we can go, because I am very excited. I'm really, really hopeful that we will soon stumble upon, hopefully, one of the, let's see, our snake plant needs light but not humidity, and it really loves Fiscus and Z plants, so we'll probably tuck a little Z plant over here in just a minute. There we go. And the Z plant hates elephant ears. Oh. All right, maybe we'll move our Z plant over a little, and we'll move. There we go. We'll move some of these guys around just a touch so that they don't hate each other quite as much. And let's see, we've got a beautiful philodendron that loves palms and pothos, and it really hates being near Chinese evergreens. So I think the philodendron should be okay there. And we have a little monstera that apparently makes the elephant ears super happy, but is going to make some of our other plants really unhappy. There we go. Let's see, elephant ear or monstera. You need that humidity though. Oh, then I don't think that's gonna work out for you, my dear. Do we have a back to it? We do. But unfortunately, I think we're gonna have to accept that that's not gonna work out there. But that would make the palm mad. How about you come and you live inside of my beautiful little greenhouse setup for just a minute, friend? Because I think that you'd be wonderful. And meanwhile, the pothos continue to delight so many of our other little plants who so desperately, oh my gosh, making that, is this a monstera? Because this is like the happiest monstera in the world right now, because it's got its pothos friends, it's got some nice light. Oh, it's the new coleus, yes! Let's see, and we'll see if we can get this prayer plant in a place that is happy. But I'm really happy. I'm really, really happy, guys, because I think we're going to be able to create something. Oh, look at the size of that Z plant. Yes, please. I think we're going to be able to create something really delightful here, just filling up as many plants as we can, and hopefully just discovering some happy times together, and just I just feel really good about what we've been up to, where we're going. I'm really humbled and grateful for the lessons that I have learned from just the beautiful ideas we've discovered, while we're also discovering perfect environments for these plants. And lightheartedness, silliness, of course, is definitely high on my list, because I know I have been very serious of late, but I do think that it's all just going to be a delight, and we're going to have some good memories ahead. And I'm really, 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 really grateful that taking care of these plants has given me such a beautiful way to remember how taking care of myself and taking care of those I love changes everything. I've got to get another one of those snake plants, even though we've already had one before. I've got to, it's just so cool. But all right, time to put these plants into some happy places. Time to go give my husband a hug, wash the guinea pigs' lettuce because they've probably had enough of listening to me yammer about plants without ponying one up for them. And then when we come back, we'll, like I said, we'll do a little chit and a little chatting, and we'll figure out what the future holds for our adventures. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.